Hey, good afternoon, guys. Today we are in the process of changing the Serpentine Belt on a 2015 Tahoe 5.3 liter. I just finished changing the coolant temperature sensor and the thermostat, and the belt looks a little bit, I mean, it's probably okay, but I'm going to go ahead and change it while I've got the air box off. So the first step in the process is to remove the air box. You got a clip here, which I've already loosened. Clamp the throttle body, clamp at the air box. With those loose, and there's one more over here. Second step is to remove the belt. I have a long 1/2-inch extension that I use for these types of jobs. There's a corresponding slot in the tensioner assembly that you can put this into. So the process is pretty simple. When you take the tension off the belt, in this case you're going counterclockwise to release the tension. Let the belt come off. Easiest pulley, which is the tensioner pulley in this case, so slide it back off of the tensioner itself if you can. Once it's free, you can get it off the alternator, power steering, bring it around the crank. And last but not least, just thread it up here through. There's very thin space between the tensioner and the actual engine itself. This is a Napa belt. There's your part number. So back in the old days, the manufacturers used to give you a drawing with the belt routing. Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and thread the belt under the tensioner and then route it around the crank, up over the water pump, the alternator, and then I'll use the breaker bar to move the tensioner and put it around the tensioner pulley last. Actually, I'm going to free the alternator long enough to get this under this pulley. Make sure that the belt is in the teeth of your grooves. You can use a regular ratchet on this. I just like having the extra leverage since I'm doing this one-handed. Actually need to get another bite on it. Again, make sure you're not pinching anything in the grooves. Center it on the tensioner. Everything looks to be lined up. So, trick my dad taught me growing up: take your old belt, put it in the back of the car. You know, I've got a toolbox in the back. Keep your old belt as a spare and you'll never need it. So that's a magic talisman to keep you from ever being stranded with a broken belt on the side of the road. Okay, the last step is to put our air box back on. Pretty simple. The hoses have got little keepers on them now, keep them from spinning around. Got to tuck the left side up under the two coolant hoses. Kind of center this in the middle, get it down nice and snug. Snug it up against your air filter box. All that looks good. And then you snap your breather hoses that come from your valve covers back in. And then you tighten the clamps with the flathead screwdriver. See a lot of these that are cockeyed, so try to get it, hold it level while you're tightening the clamps. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the channel.